Out of the box, we got the instructions. We got the whole kit here itself. We're going to take a look at it. And of course, we're going to have to charge it up before prior to using it. And we're only going to use the things that we need to use. For example, they have three different attachments. One is for the lens. If you have an automatic or longer lens that you could control yourself, there's a little device that you could attach to it also too. But today I don't have a lens. I got the short lens on it, and we're just going to mount it and calibrate it. Getting it out of the box, if you guys can see, it's all locked. All right, it's not going to be able to move because there's a couple of locks that you'll have to unlock, and they're pretty much scattered throughout the whole device itself. Right now, what I recommend is download the application first so you could have more features on the app. All right, so let's go ahead and install one of the features that we have. All right, in the box you get a bunch of extensions, different connections for your audio and other devices, and also they're all mostly USB Type C. Of course, with Type A, and then the jack, the audio jack. They give you all the cables that you're going to require because the system itself, let me show you a couple things in here. On the side of it, you can see a couple of mounts that you have to charge the system or run it from there. To control your actual camera, you can set it up through here, right? So there's a couple different USB Type Cs that you can connect through and different features too. So let's go over some buttons here. On the buttons itself, you got a couple FPV. You got a button for different views, like different motions actually. This one's either to go left or right or up and down. You could change it from here. F1 programmable button, and then you got the actual controllers, and then you have the touchscreen, and you have an F2 button that you can also program here. Now the record button, and then menu button, and then you got this little knob that you can move. It's like an O arcade. All right, so we set up our camera here, and we're going to try to balance it. What you got to do when you're balancing it on the actual knobs here, you got to control it. If it tilts forward, you got to twist to the left or to the right, and you can unlock and so forth, right? So you got to mess with these two twists here, if you see it. And then you got to, once you get that down, let me unlock it so you guys can see. Once you get that down, you got to make sure you balance it the other way too. So you got to balance it two ways. And it's a little tricky. It's going to get a little difficult on this part right here, but once you set it up, it's going to come up. But like, I've been having a lot of problems with this camera. It's a little too heavy for it. So I'm going to readjust the camera and maybe replace with a different camera, a smaller camera, maybe a real small camera, so we could actually test it out, because right now balancing is one of the difficult part on a heavy duty camera. All right, to begin with, you do need to control your camera. You need to set it up, and you also need to screw it down there at the bottom. All right, we're going to try an Insta360 on here and see if that works. So right now, this is facing up, so we got to make sure that it's going to rotate the right way. Yeah, can't figure this thing out yet. All right, overall, getting something like this, very complicated to get it up and running. Time is money most of these occasions. Balancing the right proper camera, there's tutorials out there to do this, but unfortunately, I couldn't get it to balance on either of my cameras. I tried. I'm not patient with it, to be honest with you. This is perfect for those that are going to be filming 24/7 and have a professional career on this. But to be honest with you, it's a little heavier than I expected. But I like the hold of it. It's perfectly fine. I like that part of it. The design is beautiful, but the complication was setting this up and getting up and running. So I'm going to skip this. This is not something I would like to add to my filming expedition, because I like to get up and go. What I found out that you don't really need all this equipment unless you're going to be filming a movie or something like that. But my professional, I'm really fast and simple. I like to get up and go and shoot videos. I don't like to calibrate or anything like this. But I got this because thinking that it was going to be something simple to set up and go. But it got a little more out of what I could choose. So I'm not gonna give it any kind of reviews because I'm not a professional, but I'm just letting you know what's out of the box and what you're gonna expect to get more. And you're gonna have to watch a lot of videos in order to get something like this. It shoots beautifully. I saw the videos on it, but it's just not for me. So hope you guys enjoy the video.